Having now been to my first rodeo, I can now say what the rodeo means to me. And the rodeo is food, family, petting zoo, barbecue, cowboy convention, carnival, livestock show, turkey drumsticks bigger than your head, country music concert, food festival, a wine garden, community gathering.
I think I wanna try something new, taking this life from a different view, to change the lens I'm looking through. Oh, I was thinking, what a beautiful day to see the world. All the beautiful places and faces are what I'm longing for. Oh, I have to say, what a beautiful day.
Welcome to the Manus Show. I'm Manus. So recently, my cousin invited us to her wedding in Houston, Texas. I've never been to Texas, but my vision of Texas is cowboys, cows, horses, ranches, pickup truck, honky-tonk bars, rodeos, and lots of steak. That was my vision of Texas. For Houston in particular, while watching a bunch of Kalen Reacts videos, he recommended that one of the best chicken and waffles in Houston, it's at the Breakfast Club. The best part about fried chicken, of course, is the skin. It's the most fun part. But a proper fried chicken is a really well seasoned, crispy skin with a moist, hot, juicy chicken center. And it's warm and hot and juicy and crispy on the outside. And in addition to fried chicken, here you've got a soft, fluffy, not so cakey, but sweet enough waffle underneath. And that's magic. Yeah. So don't think they're trying to pass off fried, just wings for fried chicken. A whole meal, you don't get the breast, you don't get the leg and the thigh. No. This is a full-on meal. This is a beautifully crafted fried chicken dish on top of a wonderfully, thought out waffle. Oh God, this is beautiful. Pro tip: there is a breakfast club at George Bush International Airport. So, if you didn't have time to go try it while you're in Houston, there's one at the airport. When traveling somewhere new, especially in a place that you've never been before, one of the most powerful assets to leverage is friends who may live there, locals. But I have a friend who lives in Houston who's a chef. So back in New York, Evelyn and I used to do pop-up restaurants, food events, and private dinners together. And we killed it. But now that Evelyn's home, I wanted to catch up and see what she was up to.
My name is Evelyn Garcia. Having the opportunity to show Houston through my food it's definitely so inspiring to me, and it's one of the things that keeps me going. So I'm currently doing pop-ups, just having a space at local bars, local farmers markets, and event spaces, and being able to produce fresh food to order. And that's called right now, it's called Pop-Ups by Chef Evelyn. As cheesy as it sounds, you can really taste when someone loves what they're doing. Definitely cooking is a passion industry. So if you don't like it, it's too much work to be miserable. So it's just like, thankfully I'm doing what I love as my career. So there's no excuse for me, I feel like. And, my food is also very eclectic because it has a little bit of my background, which is Mexican and Salvadorian. I specialize in Southeast Asian. I live in Texas. I lived in New York. So it's very eclectic, and it really shows that because it just has a little bit of everything. And then if you try it, and I'm telling you this, you're like, oh yeah. Like you can definitely connect the dots. And I feel like my customers, they definitely come up to me and they want to talk and they want to have a conversation. And they want to know more about what I'm doing. So there's that connection. And then on top of that, then they'll have my food, and then there's that connection, and then their interpretation of it. But it's normally pretty spot on. They understand what I'm trying to do. I hope.
Before going to Houston, I asked a lot of people what is there to do in Houston? And unanimously, I got one response. You gotta go to the rodeo. You gotta go to the rodeo. 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 That's when I realized I should check out the rodeo.
There's the aspect of the farmers coming in and bringing in their animals, and they're showing their animals, or for like the best pig or best sheep or best goat, you know, so there's a little bit of everything. And then you kind of get the sense, not just of the city, but the little towns around, because all those people come into Houston.
As they contribute to the economy, to the livestock culture.
Yeah, I mean, it's Texas. Livestock is huge because we have the land for it. So it's a big part of Texas, let alone Houston. And it's just so much fun. It's just like so much going on, and then you get to try all these fried food. Oh my God, you're gonna eat so much fried food. The rodeo part, where you see like the shows of the cowboys with the cows and stuff like that.
I fell in love with the rodeo. I've been to so many big events, I've been to so many big productions, and to see the way the rodeo ran, not a speck of garbage on the floor, everyone's happy, everyone's safe. I really love that kind of a community gathering where everybody comes in for the one singular reason of having a great time. And it was really, really refreshing to see how the people of Houston were able to do that and are able to do that yearly with 33,000 volunteers. And that blows my mind. So I fell in love with the rodeo, and it was a really great representation of who the people of Houston are and what they're capable of. So the best part about traveling is being able to share it with the people you love. The best part of traveling is being able to take what you've seen, what you've experienced, and then bring it to other people so they can feel the same thing you feel. So, I came to Houston and I fell in love. I love the rodeo. I had such an amazing time and was so impressed with everything I saw and the way they ran things and all the logistics of it and all the other details. But I loved Houston so much that, you know what? I'm planning my next birthday party there. I want to come back, and that's a promise. And it's really rare when you go to a place and you visit and you love it that you want to come back. But this is not just about coming back, this is about sharing. I want to bring my closest friends back to Houston because it's important to me. I want to show them and let them feel what I feel and see what I saw. And that's what happens when you fall in love with the city. And that's what happens when you get to know the people who live there. That's the most important part about traveling. It's not about telling people where you ate or what you did. It's about sharing what you really felt. And for me, Houston was so good, I'm gonna bring people back to this place so they can feel exactly what I felt at a birthday party. See you next time.